I'm Andrea Schorn. My major is writing, literature, and publishing, and I have 2 minors in fine arts and film and digital media. I've been going to AUR for like 3 years now. I worked as an au pair for a while and then decided I wanted to get back into school because I had already done a year. And then I looked at and then I came here, and I really love the community that I found here because everyone was so warm and welcoming, and I kind of liked how small it was because it's just like you get to know your teachers, you get to know the residents. So I really loved that, and it was just different here, and so that's why I chose to come to AUR. And the language is hard to learn. I haven't mastered it myself. I know all of the phrases you need, but I don't know, I like learning how this language works, kind of. It's so different from English, and like you learn words like die, which is come on, and I love that, and you learn the expressions like this. I've gotten into the habit of doing this now, because they were working outside the other day. They were felling the trees or the branches or something. I walked out and I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you? And he was like, "Ugh." And I love that. I just love how that is. I like how different the culture is from America. It's hard to distinguish between like the language and what I was talking about before, but with the culture. But with Italians, I've kind of sometimes compared them to cats, because, you know, as a writing major, I have a lot of metaphors stored up here. But like, they can be a little like standoffish, a little like, whatever. Like, oh, you're walking here? I didn't even see you. Sorry, I pushed you into the gutter. But once you get to know them, they are the warmest people ever. I one time lost my phone in a taxi, and I told my friend, I was like, can you help me hunt down the taxi services? And she was like, no problem, I got it. And she called the taxi service, she found my phone, she got the driver there, she paid for it, and it was the sweetest thing. And I've known so many Italian friends who would do that for you. It's like once they know you, once you laugh with them one time, they're like ride or die. And I love that. I think it's so nice because in America, even once you know people, they can be standoffish. In Italy, it's just like, oh, I know your name now, so you're part of my family, and I love that. I think it's so great. At my old university, which I won't name, but my old university, I made friends, but they weren't the kind of friends that you hear about in like on TV. That's just like, oh yes, I met them in college and we're still friends 40 years later. That's not the kind of people I met at my old university. Here, I have friends that I know, like I talk to them every day. I've never done that before, but like I talk to them every day, and we're like super supportive, and like those friendships are gonna last. And I feel like I've really made those connections here at AUR because the school is so small and all the residents know each other. That's our thing. We know each other. And yeah, and you have friends all over the world and whatnot, but